Hello everybody, it's me, TONIK TZW. It's Friday, it's rolling up to the weekend, and it's always nice to share a Kraken on a Friday to give you something to look forward to. This one was done over a year ago. You'll see it's Kraken number 211, and I think I'm on 242 now. So I've had quite a few Krakens between this video and the latest 242nd Kraken video. But what's to say, I can't even remember why I took the Orion out. It might have been for a bureau project, it might have been for a daily, I have no idea whatsoever. But we did take it out and we came away with a pretty solid game of it, and we opened that salvo with a 17k Citadel strike on that poor little Svetlana out there, who is just going to ping shells off me. But it looks like red team are making a hard push on this flank, and it's strange because I have literally a couple of hundred videos saved that I think, is it worth sharing? You know, when's the right time to drop that video? I've also got half a cup of lukewarm coffee here, which I'm going to sip on as we narrate this video. Long reload here on the Orion, but it is a very fun battleship to play, and I did enjoy this one. I think I used to have, the damage record or the XP record for the Orion on WoW's builds. I'm not sure if I've still got it. It's probably been surpassed a few times since I posted it, but there we go. We get first blood, we get our first kill of the game, and now it seems that we have got the attention of most of red team. That Von der Tann, I think it was shortly after the Von der Tann was introduced into the game, and I remember thinking, why can't I bloomin' heck kill this guy, as this Colbert is giving me a hard time. So we're going to ripple fire our turrets at him and just let him know that we can see him shooting at us, and we can shoot back at him as well. So there's about 50% of his hit points gone, but we could see that we were just over penetrating there. So that's one of the problems with these little cruisers at low tiers. When you're sailing a battleship, you knock them for around 1,000 damage per shell with an over penetration, rather than giving them a big spanking. But we're looking around, we're trying to decide on our next target, who is at the best angle to take a full salvo, and it looks like it's going to be this Phoenix. So we're going to ripple fire again. You'll notice that I do this a lot when I play my battleships, because I don't think a full salvo is always the way to go. But the way that that Phoenix is going is back to port, because that was an absolutely beautiful, devastating strike. We're turning away from the Von der Tann. We're going to lock our turrets around to the port side of the ship. We're going to turn and we're going to move back towards the carrier. There's an Ishi way back there on the map, so the next risk to our carrier is this Von der Tann. We didn't have the ability to see captains and or captain builds at this point in the game, but he is going to take a few chunks of health off me, and I know that I'm giving a broadside to that Ishi out there, and I'm thinking, can I land some shots on him? Can we get turned with our bow back in towards this Von der Tann and get our turrets turned around and put a shot on this Ishi first of all? But what are these shells going to do? Full salvo then, because he is flat broadside. Von der Tann gives us a tickle on the bottom. Those shells look good. There we go. We get barely a scratch off his paintwork on that one. Allow me to sip my coffee. So, trying to defend the carrier here from the Von der Tann, whilst trying to support our destroyer, who's YOLOing straight in towards the Ishizuchi, and he is obviously going to get slapped off the map. I know a lot of destroyer players at the low tiers when they're starting off. They think it's all a case of YOLOing in and slamming it torps out and getting a devastating strike. But to me, the destroyer is still the most important piece on the chessboard, because you are the one that is spotting, you are the one that is capturing, and when there's big ships left in the game and you've got the speed and the agility and the damage that you can do with your torpedoes, it's a great job to have you alive towards the end of the game. We don't care about how many kills we get. We don't care about how much damage we do. What we care about is getting a win. Now, this carrier knows he's in danger, and I am low tier. You can see I'm giving up a whole load of broadside to this Von der Tann. But look at what he's just done. He's just fired at the carrier. He is target fixated. That is something else that is very, very dangerous in this game. I pick up a high caliber. We're not even above 70,000 damage yet, but we're waiting for the reload, and I can sit here broadside as this cruiser comes in, and this cruiser is going to be really, really, really cheeky, because the Von der Tann is still broadside. He's put shots at the cruisers with his secondaries. We put a full salvo out there. But, yeah, the cruiser gets the kill on that one, and we get a lovely little hand job out of it as well. So we got a couple of assists, we got a couple of kills, and there are still some ships left in the game. 4 of them. One of them is a destroyer, and obviously we don't have a destroyer. You can see there from the team sheet that it is a lot of noob badges. And, yes, I'm obviously a seasoned player. And if anything, I'd like to think that hopefully the people that were in this game and watching what was going on learned a little bit about play, position, movement, and then prosecuting the red team. Ishi hiding behind a rock there, can't really get a shot onto him. There's not really anybody to spot. Nobody wants to come out of their hiding places. So it's time for me to push in and try and support these guys as best as I can. Bring ships into range and try and do a little bit of slap and tickle. Ishi's got himself spotted, full send again. But at this range, the dispersion is absolutely awful. The team could help by sailing into some capture points, but it doesn't look like that is going to happen. And there is Red Team's destroyer. He's got himself spotted. What is he doing? And then he disappears again. I don't know where that salvo at the issue went, but it certainly wasn't anywhere near where I wanted to go. But we're going to put another salvo out there towards him, try and dodge his shells, and using my sixth sense, I'm quite certain that that destroyer turned broadside to put torpedoes at me, because he can't get onto the cruiser. But that cruiser could easily pull out from behind the island and finish that destroyer off, but he's using the rock as his safe space, and Red Team managed to flip the only cap that we were controlling in the game. That is not good. But he is spotted again. I think that's possibly a proximity spot through the island, but our cruiser, all that hiding did you no good whatsoever, because he just got taken out because he was static, and that was just easy for the carrier to swoop in and take that kill. So I'm up against a cruiser, a destroyer, and the aircraft carrier, and I'm the biggest ship on the map, which makes me think that I'm going to be the next target for the aircraft carrier in this game. But I don't want to lose, I want to win. There are the torpedoes, and there, up there on the left, we're going to put our guns to the right. We're going to load armor piercing, and we're going to swing to our left hand side and see if we can get some shots onto this guy at the back, because the destroyer is in B cap now. There he is. He can't see me, but somebody has obviously got him spotted, and I know that when I come round the corner of this island, he is going to get a little surprise. because obviously British destroyer smoke screens are very, very short-lived, and he might be able to turn the cap, but he's not going to be able to get out of it, I don't think, because I am pushing in. He's missed the cruiser with his torpedoes. There is the carrier on the other side of the map. I don't know what happened to the cruiser, but he is gone from the game. And there he is. There is the destroyer. I've come round the corner on him. He is in panic mode now. The cruiser gets a hit on him, but we manage to take our 4th kill of the game with the front 2 turrets only. And I feel that I'm safe from torpedoes because I don't think he was at an angle from me to be able to fire those torpedoes. So trying to remember what ships can do. That's why it's a good idea to learn what other ships are capable of, what their torpedo and gun angles are, and then you can place yourself in a position to do the most damage. Now, I wasn't expecting much of this shot, given how difficult it was to hit that Ishi that was sat at the back of the map. But we put a full send out there, double citadel, dev strike. We pick up the Kraken Unleashed medal, as I said, number 211. So 1 high caliber, 2 dev strikes, a first blood in the Kraken, 108, nearly 109,000 damage. And I'd like to say that that was a match well played, even if it was against less experienced players. You can see there from the results sheet that it was literally over a year ago. And as I said earlier, I wasn't sure if I was going to share it. But there you go. It's there for your entertainment. And it just goes to show that no matter how rubbish the ships are at low tier, you can still get a good game out of it. So don't forget, smash that like button, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel. You can support it with a membership or make a super thanks donation. And as always, until next time, take care of yourselves and goodbye.